What is up, everybody? So, I am going to be sharing, or I'm just going to be doing a re-review for It, the miniseries. And I already shared my thoughts on it like a few years back, like a year before the first movie made its theatrical debut in theaters. Um, I just figured, like at that time, I'm like, okay, that movie's coming out, so I gotta give, this, I guess, original first take on that story a shot. And I judged it a little too harshly. Because, while it is a mini series, which meaning that one part came on one night and then another part came on like the following night, I think. Um, I didn't see I didn't see those parts when they first aired, like years ago back in 1990. I didn't see them until like many years later. So, like, when I watched them, they were edited together. Like, so it's not like, it wasn't like one part ended, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I gotta jump on to part two. Okay. Um, I said it was too long, but I think that's not a really a fair, a fair way to criticize, the way, like from my experience. I mean, that was just my first impressions. Like, oh, it could have been shortened and stuff. I mean, like, but I mean, yeah. As time went on, and after like when the first movie came out, I mean, I look back on the miniseries, and it, that movie helped me appreciate the miniseries a bit more. Um, like some elements that I didn't understand, like how Pennywise would taunt the losers more than actually getting to the point and then killing them and stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, the movie helped me appreciate that stuff a bit more. And while um, I still stand by my rating for it, it was three. It was about like 3.5 chair spins out of five, but I may bump it down to just 3 chair spins out of five. Um, because I mean, like when the Losers Club are adults, I mean, that's where it's just sort of like like a little more like the acting is a bit laughable, and Pennywise, I mean, like, and like Tim Curry's take on him, I mean, he's fun to watch. I mean, he's really fun to watch, and I get why he scared a lot of you guys, like like back then or even now. But at least with me, especially now when I watch it again, I mean, like he cracks me up like more times than he creeps me out, like because he it has fun. He's like a fun drunk clown. Like, and I just love that. And it's funny. I mean, like it's really funny to me, and um, the miniseries itself is very laughable, especially when they're adults. Um, I don't know, maybe because I just really love the movie, and I'm really looking forward to It Chapter Two, and that's gonna be like almost 3 hours long. And from the looks and the marketing, it looks like it's gonna be like watching the miniseries in general when it bounces from when they're adults to kids. So it looks like they're gonna be doing that quite a bit in Chapter Two. I mean, just from those trailers alone, I mean that's how it looks. But even though as laughable as the acting is and stuff, and like it, they did what they could in its time. It was a TV movie. They couldn't really do much with it, and the effects, like I think that was as best as they could do at that time. Um, Even the final act in part one wasn't all that great, but the final act in the movie was phenomenal. So I hope that the final act in chapter two, I hope it pays off, because the final act in part two was just like, I mean, from the effects to the acting to the writing to the directing, I'm just, uh. Yeah, and I have to say the ending too. It's just like, ah, but still, I mean, like, it's not to the point where I would never watch the miniseries again. I do have a like a strong. I do have a much better respect for it than I did back when I first watched it. But it has its pros and cons. So yeah, I just wanted to like sort of I guess share my thoughts. Like since the day I first watched it, both parts, but they were edited together. So I wish I would have seen those two parts when they first aired. That I would have had like I don't know. I think it would have been a better experience for me. Where I'm like, holy crap, uh, it really like like especially with how part one ended, it had that really chilling ending. Like wow. It wasn't edited that way like when I first watched it, like when they were edited together. I was just like, well, damn. But it would have been more impactful if it was just like how they were aired. Um, but oh well, I mean, like it is what it is. I did get to see how it looked like when they were, like when how part one ended, and then how the first or how part two began. I was like, I would have liked, to see, that better how they were intended to be shown. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just figured I'd get that out the way while I'm really, really, really antsy for it Chapter 2 to be in theaters. Some of you may be like, you know what, I'm not seeing it. I didn't like the first movie. I don't want to see that one. But I mean, like, if that's how you are, I mean, that's totally cool. That's totally cool. Stand by the miniseries. I mean, hey, I respect that. I respect that, but I am on the opposite end of the spectrum. I mean, I respect the miniseries, but I am really, really, really excited for it Chapter 2. As you can tell, I'm ready to float again. Yep. I mean, I rewatched the first movie I don't know how many times. I mean, I'm just ready. I'm ready to just dig deep and just sink my teeth into how this whole thing goes full circle. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed my review or re-review for it, the miniseries, make sure you thumb up this video and make sure you click subscribe if you're new to the channel, and make sure you click that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys when I do my review for it Chapter 2. So it's coming, so keep on the lookout for that. Until then, later guys, and you will float too.